On this episode of Divorce with Grandchildren, this is Authorized United States Magistrate Stanley Matthew Secret on 18C2. Well, it seems I'm not sure where Mr. Dorman's getting his information and stuff, saying that she's doing live videos in Maldives. However, from my intel, she's cornered the market on marijuana in Berkeley County with the help of the Berkeley County Sheriff's Department and the Martinsburg City Police, who's been busting all the other drug dealers. This is the FBI agent Dana Janelle. Now, she is actually the reason I was authorized as a U.S. magistrate when she called my Inspector General about a case 18C2 that I presented to the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of West Virginia in Martinsburg, where she was the agent over that court. But here's the problem with that, Dana. I don't care where you're at, they will bring you in. It seems that Barrel Howe did pick my warrant up. Oh, wait a minute, that's why Internal Affairs decided to get into it. And another thing, you want to talk about unprofessional? The FBI is so unprofessional and corrupt that they're even hacking W.S.O.B, a poker game, online. That's how unprofessional they are, stealing people's chips, using their Stingray devices to take full control of the W.S.O.B operating system. Which I have informed them that a Nicholas Edwards and an Agent Com at 136 Broadway 3WR is actually two of the main parties responsible, even using a child to even log in and do it. And that's why on the W.S.O.B account that's on my LG Style 04, it won't show the information because they hacked into it. I'm sorry, I'm not in Waldorf, Maryland. I'm sorry, I'm not in Frederick, Maryland, Baltimore. I'm not in Virginia. I'm in Hagerstown. And yes, FBI is noticing unusual logins. Now, you know the Internal Affairs of the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Private Investigations Division is totally mentally retarded. They do not comprehend the word partial, nor do they comprehend the fact that everything they're doing is making my case bulletproof. Now, of course, with Barrel Howe picking my warrant up, all I get's the restitution. He gets to handle the prosecution. For that matter, he could put everything on a step docket if he so chooses. But that would be up to Barrel Howe, since he decided to pick my warrant up. However, he cannot dismiss it. Now, he could possibly if they would get me removed. But they ain't going to get me removed. I didn't do anything wrong. And that document's within the guidelines that my inspector told me to put it. Oh, wait a minute. That's why he told me good luck, because he knew I was going up against the FBI. You know, the FBI's been putting a lot into social media about having jobs and stuff. These jobs they're listing, they're actually planning on paying these people off the interest of my money that Jerome Powell has in the Reserve Bank of New York. Yeah. I won $9.5 million in '98. And Jerome Powell put it in the Federal Reserve Bank in New York, and he's been setting all the interest aside in another bank account. And this is how they're paying the special agents and the interns, and then they're taking and trying to let the public, oh, we're fighting public corruption, when they're the corrupt ones. Yeah, this is the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Then I get a fraud alert on my phone. Why? Because of the Bureau. Plain and simple. Fact of the matter is, in '93, John Brantley Wright decided to fabricate my record one charge at a time, which went over a period of time to 2008. Then he had me incarcerated on charge I was a victim of, and had my property put in his dad's name, John Evan Wright, a county commissioner of Berkeley County. Then they had to keep me down. So they kept intercepting my clemency paperwork to get my clemency out of the way. Well, you know, that's all fine and well. Then Dana Janelle decided to do the same thing and create a concurrence on 12C869. Thus far, I can add the two cases together. which I'm sure Beryl Howell is fully aware of such, as it is in the original and the secondary. Now, fact of the matter is, the Federal Bureau of Investigations is very, very unprofessional. Hell, my cat's got more brains than the FBI's finest right now. That's why we got the Special Agent Com above me, stomping on the floors, acting like a little kitty, and hacking the hell out of WSOP's game. Just steals chips. I mean, it's fake money. I've got like 8 or 9 WSOP accounts for retards, and most of them got anywhere between 18 and 20 million chips. So you could play your dumb game. WSOPs will deal with you, attorneys will deal with you, as well as I will deal with you, because I'm over you, FBI. The only day I will not be over you anymore is the day I get the restitution in my warrant. And then Beryl Howell can dismiss it. Federal Criminal Rule Procedure. That's why the U.S. Court Administration contacted me. Well, I could go on about all the facts. Just check out my videos on Stanley Matthew Siegfried, and you'll get the rest of the facts and add it up. But no, the fact of the matter is, Jim Justice, my fiance will be expecting to see you here soon with the $13.5 million. If you have the deeds to 1151 and 8050 Williamsport Pike and Falling Waters, as well as the full clemency and everything else that's in the paperwork that she has before the circuit court. Which, by the way, Jim, Internal Affairs took and contacted the court to make sure it is valid. So, yeah, and you're in that warrant. And so is Shelley Moore Capito and Joe Manchin III. All who's being investigated for prostitution sting. Well, y'all have a good day, one and all.